Super Biased Sports Show. We back, man. We are back. And the opening week of the NFL was absolutely crazy. We got some big turnovers, some crazy injuries, and some blowout victories. Let's talk about it.
What up? How about the boys? The Dallas Cowboys, that is. What up? What up? What up? How about the boys?
Yeah, unfortunately, I
Playing
had
on
to
pushing
play
that.
that. I played that. I was like,
Let's go. Let's
40
go.
not 40 and 0. 40 to zip.
40
Nothing
to
else I can
0.
really say about that.
Got to, right? Listen, we're about to get into some spicy stuff today. It's going to be a good show. We are here a little bit earlier than we would normally do it, but it don't make no difference. B-Rob going to be joining us in a little bit. But it's your boy T-Time here. I'm going to let my guy introduce himself.
It's about it. The guru, you already know.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do us a favor before we get this thing started. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, all of that fun stuff. Share this with all your people. Let's get into it, man. First of all, before we really jump in, how you been? I haven't been on in a minute.
Shoot. As some people might know, I had surgery on my groin, and I did not realize the movement that every single movement, cough, sneeze, everything. You feel it in your groin if your groin is not right. Woo!
That's funny. Yeah, it's one of them things, man. It's no joke. I've had like a slight pull, but nothing, too drastic. But yeah, it's no joke.
Go in there, take a biopsy, all that type of stuff.
Oh man. Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling on the better side of everything. Yeah, it's just been crazy for me. My daughters are in travel softball, and now I'm coaching that. So that's consuming my life. I'm in 2 bowling leagues, a softball league that I got to go to in a little bit. So it's just like it's nonstop for me, but I'd rather be super busy than sitting around doing nothing. And then football is back, so it just makes it that much more interesting. I'm in 3 fantasy leagues, the Pick'em League. It's just all over.
It is, same. Shoot. Plus all that you said besides the coaching stuff, I pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, right. And then all of that's on top of regular work and regular family stuff. And then add on the Super Biased Sports Show. It's crazy. But we're making it happen, man. We're making it happen. So that's fire. That's dope. Like I said, I'm glad you're doing better. Glad you're on the positive side of things. So while we B-Rob, like I said, he'll be getting here. So let's talk about us. Let's talk about the Cowboys and the Giants. I think it only makes sense. We might as well just jump right into this one.
Kick off.
Yeah. So as everybody knows, and if you don't know, now you know, Cowboys beat the Giants on opening day 40-0.
To nothing zip, not a nil.
It was a slaughter fest. And I'm going to tell you this, right? The first drive, I think we started off. Did we start?
No, we started it off. We started moving the ball fine. Everything was looking good. And once I seen that field goal block, I was like, this is going to be a long night.
Right. So I'm sitting there. That's why we were gone. Oh, we had just got back from bowling. So we had our bowling league. I'm like, all right, we got to hurry and get to the house. Game is about to start. So I think I missed the first kickoff, but I turned the TV on and I see y'all just driving down the field. By the time I turned it on, y'all were at like midfield. So I'm like, come on, man. They just driving. So y'all going. Finally, we get a stop and it's time for the field goal. And I'm like, here we go. They about to get a field goal. Then I see my guy jump over the offensive line. First of all, your guy
it looked like he walked in. It looked like he just walked in and put his hand up. I was like,
the end guy that's supposed to block in blocked out. And so one of our guys rushed outside. He went there. So our other guy just went right through the middle. It was probably the easiest block. And I'm like, we blocked it.
He didn't jump.
He didn't. He just ran. He just ran straight through. And then next thing I know, my boy was running down the sideline with the ball. So I'm like, yo, touchdown. And then I was like, okay, this is good. But then when Saquon got popped by Diggs, I was like, yeah, this game is over. There ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, I think that was
Saquon
in the
caught that.
second quarter. Was it the second or
Yeah,
the third?
it was the second quarter.
Yeah, it popped up in the air, and that was that. That was about that.
Yeah.
Now,
It was,
I could have tell once from that when that field goal block, the air got took out of the Giants. Period. Period. Because the following play after the kickoff, sack, throw. Saquon ran it up the middle, hit, throw out of bounds. Yeah, I just was like, yeah, this is gonna be.
Yeah,
I said we were gonna lose. I did not think we were gonna lose 40-0. But hey, I'd rather lose 40-0 than a game winning field goal or a game winning drive or something like that. I'd rather just lay the complete egg the first game of the season. I can take that.
Okay. So I could take I would partially agree with you on that if it was not a home game. If it was an away game, I'd be like, hey, we went into their house, them dudes balled out. They did what they were supposed to do. But y'all that was a home game. And this is where I get. Now, I will say this. 100% you did say that y'all were going to lose. You did say that. So I'm not going to beat you up about that. But this is what I will say. Leading up to the Cowboys versus Giants game, everybody, especially on the big networks, especially them, they were talking about is Daniel Jones going to outplay Dak Prescott all offseason long? Everybody was just highlighting all of Dak's interceptions, and they were talking about our coaching change,
the preseason,
all of these different things. Yeah, they were just talking about all these different things. And on ESPN, most of the guys had everybody on ESPN was picking the Giants to win. It was all the way across the board.
Which was crazy because I didn't even watch ESPN because that was the day where I just was coming to. And when you put the picture, I was like, everybody chose the Giants? Really? Why? Don't do that. I prefer to be the underdog.
Right.
But
yo, tell me this. Do you see the Facebook stuff? Do you see the Facebook comments?
Nah. It all depends.
That's crazy. I'm saying right now, because I'm looking on Facebook, Joe is commenting, but his comments not popping up on the stream.
Oh, you talking about that? No, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see his either. I just had shared it on Facebook. So Joe, if you tapped in, you might have to come over on YouTube. I'm not sure what's going on. It's not your comments not coming through on the stream. But so all of this stuff, everybody was making all these comments talking about, oh, that's why he said they blocked me. You must have been saying something wild.
Because I just restarted it on YouTube.
Okay.
I mean, not on YouTube, on Facebook. I thought that it was something to do with that. Oh, so Facebook blocked it.
Yeah. So all of that was happening. And I was really confused because I'm like, and I've been saying this on all the streams, what have the Giants actually done to improve or be in the conversation of one of the top teams in the NFC? And I said it, I didn't really see it. All they did was they paid Saquon and they paid Danny Dimes. They did draft a young wide receiver, but how many young wide receivers really come in and transform anything? And outside of that, I didn't really see no big moves like what Dallas did. And I mean, Philly, I won't even say Philly made any big moves. I feel like Philly just replaced a bunch of pieces that they lost. So it was confusing to me. I didn't expect us to put up a 40 burger on y'all. I did expect us to win that game, and I did expect us to win that game significantly because if we look at the stats, Daniel Jones has scored 2, 3, 4 passing touchdowns on the Cowboys in his entire career. 4. That's it. Like, he haven't done much more than that. His best passing game was 229 yards against Dallas. This game, he went 15 to 28 for 104 yards, 2 interceptions, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he had did he have a fumble?
I don't think he had a fumble. I
No,
think
no. It was
just two
Saquon. It was
interceptions.
Saquon with the fumble.
Mm-hmm.
It was Saquon with the fumble. So he
No, it
just
wasn't
really
Saquon.
haven't
It was
had.
our wide receiver. It was Hodgins or whatever his name is.
Nah, that was
He beat.
Diggs popped the ball out of Saquon's hand.
No, that was the interception. That wasn't a fumble. They called that an interception because the ball never touched the floor, and he didn't make a football move.
That's true. That's true.
So it
That's
popped
true.
in the
It did.
air.
That is true. It didn't ever touch the ground. Yo, Austin, you trying to come in? He trying to come in? He waiting?
Yeah.
Okay, he coming.
Yo.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's good, man? What's good? What's good?
Oh, you know me. I think I'm the only one on the stream with a victory. So I'm
I'm
living
the
it up.
one on the stream that the QB played the best, so I'm happy.
You're not lying. You definitely not lying. I'm
I'm chilling,
that.
bro. What's good with y'all,
give
man?
you that. Yeah,
All right.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, look, I don't think any QB would have done well with the amount of pressure. Like the right side of our line, it was nobody there. It was literally 3 offensive linemen, and that was it.
Right.
Yo, so this is my thing.
It was like, oh my God.
I feel like y'all left Daniel Jones out to dry. Like, the line wasn't blocking. The coach left him in for way too long.
No, I think that was Daniel Jones. I think that was Daniel Jones saying, "No, I want to stay in because just trying to show the team, hey, I'm gonna do this."
It wasn't worth it. There was nothing. Y'all were down by 30 in the third quarter. There was no legitimate way that y'all were coming back. I mean, our backup defense was in, and they were all still getting sacks. Everybody across the defensive line registered a sack. Just about every DB was in on an interception or some type of turnover. Special teams, there was no reason that Daboll should have left Daniel Jones in the game as long as he did. There's no possible way that you leave him in that long. And there's also no way that fourth quarter game and just came into this chat talking about teams losing the way that his team lost last night. We definitely going to get to that.
Yeah.
So we could move on to some other ones because you know me, I'm on a quick time. I'm going to be 5:30. I'm going to call it 5:30. I'm going to call it. But overall, I as someone has been saying in our chat that this was the Cowboys Super Bowl, by no means am I celebrating this victory as if it was our Super Bowl. I am simply celebrating it as the fact that our team put up 40 points, and it wasn't supposed to go that way because according to everybody else, everybody was picking the Giants and all of that. So
I don't care what everybody else picked. I know what I picked. That's important.
Yeah,
that's true.
I care less about what everybody else picked.
I mean, the Cowboys defense and special teams put up half the points, so
they did. And
more than half.
I mean, we didn't even the offense really didn't have to do nothing.
The Giants defense played decent.
Yeah, they did.
It's just that it's literally our offense was on the field a lot because it was just turnover central. Right. Not even turnover central. It just was terrible. That's all it was. Yeah. It was just terrible.
It was bad. I just, where I'm at with this is that I've been saying it, and then people been looking at me like I'm crazy. Let's keep it real. Philly didn't look that good, and B-Rob has been bringing this up a lot. They have 2 new coordinators, and there's no way that they were just going to come out and just everything was going to be good. And it looked like they have 2 new coordinators. There's no way that the game versus the Patriots should have been that close for Philly. Yeah. Philly didn't look good. Giants definitely did not look good. Washington struggled with Arizona. Washington struggled with Arizona. You know what I mean? So
I think once Sam Howard,
it is overreaction Monday. That's all it is.
I think he'll be good. But yeah, they did struggle with Arizona. But I feel like if Sam Howard gets a couple more games, he should be good.
I think so. The thing is, it just makes me think about it like this. Like right now, you got Dallas is at number 1. Like I mean, the way that Dallas played, you have to put them at number 1 in the NFC East. Yep. Then it's Philly, and then I mean, honestly,
that's top of third.
It's Washington got to be at third. They at least got the W. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that puts the Giants in fourth, which, in my opinion, is a step back for that organization because the Giants were a playoff team. So something's got to give. Y'all paid your
It's
quarterback.
week
You paid your
one. We
running
laid
back.
an egg. That's
It is,
all
and
it
that's
is.
true. So we don't got to overreact. But I'm still saying, I've been saying this. Philly going to win the division, Dallas going to win the division. Philly in second. I'm still going to roll with the Giants in third and Washington in fourth.
The Cowboys and the Eagles have better talent in positions that the Giants do not. But it's the coaching that will. We just need to play together more.
Yeah.
That offensive line, I believe it will be fine. It just was a laid egg.
But also look at it like this: Dallas is arguably top 3 defense in the NFL. Y'all not going to go against a top 3 defense every week, so that's a tough task to go up against. I mean, Dallas literally had brought back every single one of our players, and then added depth. We got depth at every position: safety, cornerback, D line, D end. We got depth all the way around, and we got some young pieces. So. I mean, I'm going to be real. I'm not going to be crazy about it. Y'all not going to go up against a top 5 defense every week. So by the time y'all go up against some more normal defenses.
Week after next, we play in San Fran.
Y'all gonna get what?
What they say. If we go back to our old videos, I did say the Giants, if we can start 3-3, we good.
Yeah.
If we don't start 3-3, it's gonna be an issue because when I looked at that gauntlet, I was like, "Woo!" Bills easy W though. Bills easy W. Bills gonna be easy W.
Hey, since you went to that point, it only makes sense for us to talk about it. Yikes. Josh Allen is the turnover king.
Yikes!
I've been saying it. Ain't nobody been listening. I've been screaming it. Ain't nobody been listening. But this man right here on the screen. Everybody been focused on Dak Prescott. Y'all were counting Dak Prescott's interceptions in practice. And when I say y'all, let me put emphasis on this. Jason, fourth quarter gaming, gave me an update on every interception that Dak Prescott threw. And his quarterback not only threw 3 interceptions to the same person.
How much turnovers total he had?
4 total.
My 4 turnovers to 1 touchdown.
On his Oprah, he said, "You get a turnover. You get a turnover. You get a turnover." That's
Wasn't
crazy.
It like 3 straight drives of turnovers?
It was terrible. Boy, they are gonna hate me at this bowling league on Mondays because it was nothing but Bills fans, and I was in there screaming, "Josh Allen is trash," and he proved my point. He proved my point. So,
not
right?
One, not 2. 4.
Was I wrong?
Hey man,
I can't say you was one. I can't say you were wrong.
Look, Josh Allen. You know how we're gonna talk about this in a second, but you know how like the Browns, who famously just spanked Joe Burrow. Now the Browns coach came out famously said they are who we thought they were. Yes. Josh Allen is exactly who we knew who he was. Yes. Think about it. Josh Allen before Dable I'm not going to call him a project, but he's dang near almost a project quarterback. And without Dable, he's looking like he's doing it again. He has all the talent in the world, all the physical attributes that you want in a quarterback. But honestly, man, Josh Allen has a Superman complex. He just thinks that he has to do everything. And let's be honest, man, sometimes he looks like he went to Wyoming when it comes to playing quarterback. Some of his decisions just makes me scratch my head sometimes. Like,
yeah.
And not to mention,
at this point, he either thought Whitehead played for the Bills or he forgot that he played for not the Jets coming out of that halftime. And
He
I
recruiting
mean,
him.
I know I'm not gonna what is Josh Allen only got 3 more picks than Burrow. Stop hating, but he also is the league leader in turnovers after week 1. Joe Burrow shot no picks. But yeah,
That's such a
man.
weird statement to me.
Yeah.
What?
Look, I deal with comments like that, and me also deal with comment messages like that all the time.
I ignore him.
It's like
No
my guy did
cap.
worse, but I know
No.
somebody who might not have done as worse. But listen, yeah, I mean, and this is not me to rain on Josh Allen's parade or anything, but let's think about it, man. He looks like how he looks before he had Brian Dable. So
Yeah.
you know,
It's to me,
hey.
so my neighbor across the street is a big time Bills fan. And as soon as I seen him there, I was like, hey man, how you holding up? Right? Like he just looked just done, like between work and obviously his team, he just looked done. And then my mailman is a Cowboys fan, so we was chopping it up all happy, but he was like, Josh Allen need Dabo back. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, Dabo need Josh Allen back. Like they need each other. Dabo need to go back.
No. I don't think so.
Nah.
I
Dabo
think
don't
so.
need Josh.
No.
He does not.
I think so.
He does not.
Nah.
Somebody
You
says
gotta
he's
think
still
about
top
it.
10.
You gotta think about it. Dable took Daniel Jones, who also had turnover problems. And pretty much cut his turnovers in half last year, right? And then
more than half.
Like we said, let's not overreact on week 1, right? I mean, let's think about it.
And it is just week 1. You're right.
Daniel Jones went up against arguably a top 3 defense, right? Whereas, real quick, I'm just taking down the chats real quick, just so that way we won't block Austin real quick. But arguably, Daniel Jones played arguably a top 3 defense, right? One played the top 3 defense, the other, we don't know what the Jets really are as of right now. But as of right now, it seem like they're up there in lead as far as like forcing turnovers, right? So yeah, I wouldn't compare the two or say like Dable needs Josh Allen because he's had success even without a Josh Allen. He took a team that didn't make the playoffs.
Both of them did.
Yeah, he took the team that didn't make the playoffs to the playoffs. And at the same time, you gotta remember, man, as of right now, the Giants still don't have wide receivers. So he's not really even in the same situation as he was in Buffalo. So I wouldn't say that Dable needs Josh Allen.
And according to Bills fans out there, they were saying they have the best defense in their division. They have the best. I know what we were saying. I'm saying the Bills fans out there, they have the best defense in the division, and they have the best offense in their division.
I mean, realistically, bro, they went against like a bottom 20 offensive line last night. Remember, the Bills struggled to get pressure last year, especially without Von Miller. Now, I do like the fact that they add Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd was a game changer.
Yeah.
But let's also
literally he changed the game for the Jets the whole season.
Yeah, I mean the Jets, they don't have a good left tackle. Hence the reason why the person who we're going to talk about in another segment coming up has gotten injured. So I mean, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of good things that happen with this game too, as far as Buffalo. I mean, think about it. The play calling doesn't look as bad. The defense doesn't look as
they couldn't stop.
Let's get this right. If Aaron Rodgers was
playing,
they were going to lose by more than
1,000%. The way that game played, if Aaron Rodgers played, Buffalo Bills wiped off the game. Wiped off the game. And there's nothing in that game that will make me think otherwise that wouldn't have happened. Literally.
Yep.
Literally.
Yo, is fourth quarter game, are you saying Josh Allen, is this like a sarcastic statement? Are you saying that the Jets
he's saying that the Jets is the top 3
defense?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I mean,
I don't know if you could say that because you got Dallas
defenses right now.
Dallas, San Fran.
You know what? You probably can put the Jets.
New England.
You probably can put the Jets right there.
But he's moving like Trent would say, like T-Ty would say, he's moving the goalposts. Just 2 weeks ago,
but
the Jets defense was, he said, bottom 15 in the league.
Yeah, but I mean the Jets.
Let's not move it like that.
Honest. I mean they can, based on what we seen last night. We got
I'd
to
say
put them
top
in
5.
top 3 performances for defense last night. We got to.
I that's not yes. So you're right. I will say that. I think if you're looking at defensive performances, you got Dallas at 1, Jets is probably 2, and then San Fran is 3 because how much did Pittsburgh put up? Pittsburgh put up a couple points.
7.
It's
They
not
put up
just
7
points.
points.
7.
Or
Yeah,
was it just 7?
For me, it's not
San
just
Fran
the
put up
points,
3
because a team could have put up points in defense.
But I'm saying when I
so.
say points is I look at points, turnovers because that's really what you're grading them off of.
Yeah, so I would
yards is
put
really
Jets number 2 then.
That's
I don't really look
exactly.
at yards like that because
I don't look at
garbage
yards like
and
that
all
because it don't really. Yeah, but the turnovers is really the key thing for in points.
Yeah.
But you are right. Teams can score
look,
some
if
garbage
we're
points.
realistically talking about strength of opponent, then we'll put Jets as the number 1 defense this week because the
Bills was last in the division though. I said they're gonna be
no. I'm just talking about
so their strength.
I'm talking about strength of like the opposing offense. It will be
talent-wise,
Bills had
right?
the best offense that Jets played, been number 1. You can theoretically, whether you want to argue if
Put the
Steelers
in
is
second
better than the Giants,
you can put that.
Subjective. If
It's
we
not
want to do it
subjective.
that way, then we'll put Jets number 1 because
subjective.
they played the best offense out of the 3 teams that we would deem top 3 defense. But as far as
take Josh off the screen, can we though? I'm tired of looking at that sad face. That boy look.
Y'all want me to do the butt fumble? The butt fumble? Oh, no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't even gonna do that.
Nah, this is what I say. I say that the Buffalo Bills are not the top team in that division. It is week 1. So we're going to preface everything by saying it's only week 1. Yeah. But as you look at it right now, Miami is number 1 in that division. Yep. And then there's a tie for 2 between the Bills and the Jets, which the Jets obviously take that tie. And
if
then New England's
only still there, I would de facto put Jets number 2.
Yeah,
but 100%. We already know.
My thing that I want to say about that division though is you cannot count New England out, regardless of Philly.
England will not finish last. I actually got with Aaron Rodgers being injured. I actually have New England number 2. As wild as it may seem, I got New England number 2.
It's not wild, and I've seen Bills fans saying that they're going to finish last in the division.
Yeah. So who's number 1?
Miami.
The Fishers.
Oh, so it's Miami, and then who's last?
The Bills.
Okay.
Pretty obvious.
You know your camera.
Yeah. No, I'm about to go downstairs. I'm upstairs. It's gonna take me a bit to move.
Hey, don't fall. Please don't fall. We don't need no setbacks. So, all right. So we talked about the Cowboys blowing out the Giants. Listen, first of all, I didn't say this. My neighbors were probably upset with me because I was screaming the whole night. It was crazy. My front door was open because I turned the air off. But it was the craziest thing. We absolutely destroyed them. The Bills came out and laid boo-boo on national TV. Josh Allen looks terrible. Somebody asked this question, and I said this last night. Josh Allen played himself out of just right now. He played himself out of top 5 quarterbacks or whatever. You can't be
somebody was mentioning
in the conversation.
I still got Josh Allen top 5.
Top 5, yes. Top 5, yes.
Top 5 for sure.
But think about it. The conversation has been all off season. Mahomes, Burrow, and then people been trying to argue Josh Allen. You got Jalen Hurts, all of that. Josh Allen is at the bottom of that right now. He's playing himself. If he keeps his turnover thing up, you can't call. He's literally costing himself his team games, and people have been blinded by it.
Thing up, Diggs is gone for sure.
I think Diggs is. You already know how I feel. Diggs is already. He already got a foot out the door. So
for sure, if he keeps them turnovers up.
If this keeps up, does he get traded by the trade deadline?
Nah.
No.
It's still gonna make a playoff.
If he keeps going in this route with 4 turnovers a game, then probably. But I don't think Josh Allen gonna have that. I don't think Josh Allen gonna have that. Right. So I got like 8 minutes. Which one y'all want to go to before I dip out?
Hey, let's go to Shiesty. You see my name is not Shiesty. And my boy, Joseph Lee, not Shiesty Burrow. boy started off horrible. And as of right now, look, Jason, we got another quarterback with a sad face. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. My boy Joe Burrow, man, he put up a stinker out there. Didn't score not one offensive touchdown. Actually, the teams put up 3 points. And like I was
That's
telling,
more than the Giants.
yeah, like I was telling a lot of people, I'm like, okay, Joe Burrow, he missed the preseason. He didn't get any preseason reps. He did not get any games in, and he had the calf strain. I understand all of that. And it was raining dang near a monsoon at this Browns game. But the moment you become the highest paid player in NFL history, you got to show up. You got to show up. And it's unacceptable when you don't show up. And I understand.
He was still at the bank. That's why.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still making the
bank. Right. But like historically, against the Browns is never a good matchup for him.
He don't play well against them.
He don't play well up against them.
Well, he 1-4, right?
I would say, am I worried? I wouldn't say that I'm worried because as of right now, we've seen this before from Joe Burrow. And I think, like I was telling you, T-Time, if 15 weeks from now, the Cincinnati Bengals is in the AFC Championship on their way to a Super Bowl, I can care less about it, all the junk talk, because we've seen it 2 years happen in a row. And until it doesn't happen, I have no reason to believe that it wouldn't happen again. So as of right now, if your quarterback is not Patrick Mahomes, I can care less about an opinion from an AFC fan.
I said this too. I said this too when we were talking at the bowling alley. Joe Burrow always starts off slow. It's literally that's his thing, and I think it's one of those things where he's it's like that MJ, thing where he's got to like figure out some way to like hype himself up. He starts off slow, and then they go on a tear. Now, if we get to week 4, 5, 6, and Joe Burrow's still looking like this, now we got something to really talk about.
We got a problem.
It's that would be concerning to me. It's week 1. We're not really gonna overreact. And keep in mind anything that we're saying, right? Me dogging the Giants and posting everything that I'm posting. That's just me having fun. At the end of the day, I realize it's week 1, and 6, 7 weeks from now, what we did in week 1 ain't got no bearings on where we are in week 7, week 8.
Besides
week 9,
the
week
Jets,
10, so
because he got hurt,
they suffered a huge injury, and that does matter. So you know what I mean, like. It's week 1. We just happy that football is back. We're going to talk our junk. But there are some concerns. Now, don't get me wrong. The Bengals have some concerns because if this does not turn around, then that's a problem. If the Eagles keep playing like they did against New England, then that's a problem. If the Giants get 40 dropped on them again, then it is a problem. So,
if the Eagles play like that for minus the first quarter, because they were freaking nasty in the first quarter, but from the second quarter and the second half, they played like ass. The Eagles played like ass. So if they continue to play like the second quarter and the second half, then they have some problems.
Yeah.
I'll say this because it also contributes to the fact that Joe Burrow's slow start. As a Cincinnati fan, we deal with this complex, right? Because when we went to the Super Bowl, literally that year we went to the Super Bowl, prior to that season on Twitter, a lot of Bengals fans was calling for Zach Taylor's job, right? Like, yo, we need a different play caller. We need a different head coach. The offense shouldn't look like X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. But see, the problem that happens is
JJ mad.
The problem that happens is when you have a player like Joe Burrow and then you give him receivers like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and then they because of their abilities, they start to hide the flaws and like play calling and stuff like that. Then it makes it look like the coach is actually doing his job. And really, in reality, like when I watch other teams play and I watch their offenses, I look at some of the easy layup passes, the easy layup plays, the schemes, how they get certain players open. And then it's like when Cincinnati plays, it's like, okay, we just going to play the boundary. We ain't going to hit the middles or anything of that nature, right? So that's the only thing that, we just need better creative play calling. If you see Joe Burrow struggling, We need a better play calling. And I've never been a fan of Zach Taylor when it comes to.
So you think this is Zach Taylor last season?
No, he's locked in. You don't go to a Super Bowl as a Bengals coach and not be locked in. We kept Marvin Lewis for over 10 years.
I'm about to say he was going to the playoffs though.
He was going to the playoffs and losing. This guy went to the Super Bowl in back-to-back AFC championships. He's gonna be locked in for the next month.
Yeah, he's definitely locked in. Yo, I just wanted to clear this up, Joe and Johnny. When I mentioned about the Eagles, I wasn't saying anything like y'all lost. I know y'all won. I was just saying if y'all go up against a team of, let's keep it real, of better talent, a better quarterback, established run game, all of that. Y'all play like y'all did in that second half against another team that's a little bit more established. Then that's in trouble.
Because the Vikings have better offense. They have better offense.
They do. They got. And
JJ looked pissed. And JJ looked pissed.
Yeah.
He's getting the touch.
Look, JJ want to get his get back from big play Slane locking him down. So this time they got Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson there. So it's gonna be interesting.
That's true. Hey, but as much as it really irked me, Slay got him an interception in that game. So he talking his junk.
And then he was taunted, man. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean,
one thing I will say, Bradbury low-key got cooked by Kendrick Bourne a couple times too.
But didn't Bradbury get hurt?
I mean, every corner
like his mouth or something. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, look at White. Look at Tre'Davious White. He gave up the pretty much game-tying touchdown.
Nah. That was a very good defensive play, bro.
Yeah,
it just was a better
but
offense.
It was a better offense.
It was.
Yeah, so you can't really blame that on like Tre'Davious White. He played that perfectly. Like,
but the Bills secondary was getting cooked. Poyer was out there looking poor. Like he was out there
what was I saying before that? Breathe easy on the Bills defense. They give yards now, but
they do. But then they all just gonna keep saying that. Oh, well, Von Miller's not here. We'll see.
Wow.
Jim said at least Cars.
Wow. Wow.
That's the truth.
Aaron Rodgers coming back. He is not going out like
Can
that.
we talk about that real quick before I dip out of here?
Yeah,
he's not going out like that.
Yeah,
he's not going out like that.
It's that one, if you put it as like a ticker, it won't.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it.
But yeah, when Rodgers went down, we saw, and I think B-Rob was the first one to say it. He was like, "Yo,
he's like,
he's done." He was like, "He's done," and we thought it was his ACL or something, or like a broken foot. And I was like, "Oh, he'll be back by midseason. He'll be back when they."
Jordan Whitfield.
I don't know if y'all saw the video when they zoomed in on it. His Achilles popped.
You can see it pop.
Yeah,
it was like
scary, man.
Yeah, he stood up.
Exactly.
And I seen it on his face when he stood up, and then he went down. He knew it was it. He knew that was it.
You could tell they asked him in the headphones. They was like, "Yo, are you good?" He shook his head and said no, and then he went down.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Aaron Rodgers really put a lot into this offseason. I feel like he's finally been happy. He hasn't been happy in Green Bay.
My man ran out with the flag.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a big Rodgers fan because we got history with Green Bay and them, but I've come to like appreciate him. And y'all know how I feel about these old quarterbacks. I wanted all of them to retire 5 years ago. Like I've been over all of them. Like y'all know me. I've been saying it. So this one really kind of got me too. I felt bad for him, praying for Rodgers that he do have a speedy recovery and that he is able to come back next year. But with that being said, all of this talk that they've been talking about, Tom Brady, just pure ignorance, they are, in my opinion, so just run through this real quick. They've been talking about maybe getting Stafford, different things like that. If they trade for a real quarterback, like a decent quarterback, that means that they're ending the Rodgers experiment, and I can't picture them doing that.
Yeah,
I can't picture them doing that. I think they ride out a
decent quarterback where it's like you still could be the backup when Aaron Rodgers come back.
Exactly.
That's
the only thing I can see.
Zach Wilson,
but I don't see no quarterback out there like
that guy though. Zach Wilson would be the backup So
Yeah.
honestly, they're
Unless
Saleh
they play
said
the
it.
Bills
He
every
said-
week.
they're gonna ride out Zach Wilson for the rest of the season.
Unless they
Saleh
play
said
the
it.
Bills, every week, I don't see that really working out.
Yeah. No, he said it. He said we're gonna stick with Wilson as our guy,
Yeah.
no matter what. But we are going to try to bring in somebody as a backup.
I mean, let's
plan.
be
So,
honest, man. You get thrown into a game after not expecting to start, so of course you're not going to look as polished and as smooth because you haven't been taking the first team reps all week, right?
Yeah.
So I understand Zach Wilson not getting the best looks. It doesn't look good the fact that he's going to be playing Dallas this Sunday off of a short week as well. So honestly, we can't even gauge what his production is going to be unless he comes out and just utterly lights it up, right? Something that we don't expect because we haven't seen.
If he do,
yeah, if we do. Now let's think about it. The things that Zach Wilson did good last year, at least, as long as the run game was there, he was a very decent to good game manager. I would like to think that he has a better run game this year. And that offense is going to be predicated on the run game because
Brees was cooking.
Yeah, they don't
he
have
he just ain't have
a good
his
line.
win. He ain't have his win with him, but
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Boy,
No,
boy,
Brees
Cook
was
running
cooking.
hard.
Dalvin Cook looked good.
Cook was running
Brees,
hard.
He was, but Brees amazed me. Off of that ACL, Brees was out there balling.
Almost had him a 90-yard touchdown run, bro.
Yeah, like
he didn't have the wind.
He was cooking. So shout out to them. Like I said, prayers up for Rodgers. Hey, y'all keep rolling with this. I got to dip out of here. So I appreciate everybody for supporting us. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Hey, I'll holler at you boys.
Yep. Right. But to continue with the Aaron Rodgers topic, I mean, if you think about it, when it comes to the Jets, what we thought was going to be a promising season, it's kind of not looking as promising anymore. And
again, I had to win in the division.
Yeah, again, it's not going to look good as far as the expectations of what we think that the Jets is going to be able to do this season. But yo, I told the guys this last night. This is the perfect Zach Wilson character arc story. If he can come in and be decent, and
at least take them to the playoffs.
If he takes them to the playoffs, it's gonna be beautiful. If you can take them to the playoffs, it's gonna be beautiful.
For about redemption story.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do about Hard Knocks now?
Hard Knocks. I don't think Hard Knocks is for the whole season. Is it?
It doesn't go to like October or something.
Is it?
I have no clue when Aaron stops.
Well, hey. But man, I feel bad for these boys.
Yeah.
Even though they won the game last night, it's because they went against the Bills. Nothing to run home about, but
I mean, think about it. When it comes to that kind of matchup, it's a division matchup. In the long run, we're gonna see if it pans out well for the Buffalo Bills, just like how we're gonna see if it panned out well for the Cincinnati Bengals. We lost week 1 to a divisional rival. So, and then we going on playing another divisional rival this Sunday. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
And I also think overall for the whole NFL, this was a rough week for the quarterbacks. Bruh, hardly any quarterback. Only like 5 quarterbacks did good.
That's a fact.
It's only 5 episodes. Ended the 5th, September 5th was the last one.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man, this week is rough. Normally, it takes a while for the defense in the league to catch up in the beginning of the season, but woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right, so look, man, and I know it's not on the topics list, but it is something that I just crossed my mind. As far as NFL goes this week, do you guys have any matchups? Even in the comment section, let me know. Do you guys have any matchups that you guys think is going to be the highlight matchup of this upcoming week? Why you guys think of that? I do want to give my opinion on what I perceive was the game of the week, which was that Miami's Dolphins versus the Los Angeles
shootout of the week.
Yeah, when I say I felt like that was a intense game and game of the week, we got a shootout. and that's what the people want to see. We now.
Yeah, I had Herbert as my quarterback. I was all right.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, Herbert is going to be a lot of pass attempts with Kellen Moore as OC. I was actually surprised that he stuck to the run game though.
He ran, and I was upset. I'm like, man, throw the football, man.
That's a fact.
He's running the ball so much.
I was a little surprised that he was running the ball as much as well. But when you got Austin Eckler, who's kind of like your, I guess, better receiving version of a Tony Pollard, why would you not run? Why would you not run?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my game that I liked the most was the Panthers and Falcons game.
Okay.
That game, yes, new quarterback, but that man Bijan, he showed spurts of what could happen.
Yes.
Got him on my fantasy too.
Boy,
He
looked
blessed
electric.
me.
Boy, looked electric.
But the fact that the Falcons, I could have, because I picked the Panthers to win the division.
Don't the Falcons look competent?
Their defense was, and the Falcons' defense was decent. What's his name? Riddick or Ritter or whatever his name is.
Yep.
If he could hold it together a little bit.
That man, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
He can't find his tight end.
He cannot find
how he can't find his tight end.
Yo, you got basketball team members at tight end and wide receiver.
He could find Bijan out the backfield, though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's all I need him to do all season.
That's a fact. Give me what was your game of the week? This past week, Austin.
Definitely the Dolphins Chargers. Definitely that shootout.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dolphins shootout as well. That one was good. We got to see Tua, and when Tua looks healthy, he's the best quarterback in that division.
Yeah,
clearly.
If he stays healthy, you think Tyreek could go for 2,000?
If he stays healthy and Tyreek stays healthy as well, Tyreek can go for 2,000. He was on pace last year.
Yeah, he was.
He was legit on pace last year.
But hey, people laughed when I said Tua for MVP last year until he got hurt.
Yeah.
My man picked up right where he left off before he got hurt.
You ain't lying.
Supposedly he's on pace for like 7,000 yards.
The thing is, he was throwing beams out there, though. Like, he was dotting. I was like,
dots.
Down the field dots.
100%.
Even though, Tyreek Hill had to turn around and slow down a little bit sometimes.
It's Tyreek Hill, bro. Everybody ain't gonna be he outruns some of the strongest armed quarterbacks. But so, I mean, it looked like people in the chat is speaking. They said this week they got Thursday night football, Eagles Vikings. I feel like we've seen that twice from two Vikings fans. From two Eagles fans. So I feel like they're a little bit biased when it comes to that. For me, my game of the week that I feel like I'm gonna be watching for, oddly enough, is gonna be that Seattle Lions game. It's gonna be at 1:00. I'm not gonna lie, between that and it was either that game or the Jacksonville Kansas City game. Those are the two games that I feel like one of them is gonna be my game of the week. I feel like the Lions is due for a breakout performance eventually, but I also want to see that boy Duval, man. I want to see that boy Sunshine go up against Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes start off 0-2, everybody in the AFC is rejoicing. So,
look, since I'm gonna pick two games too. Oh, excuse me. My first game that I'm gonna pick for next week, which I think is gonna be actually a decent game, will be the Ravens and the Bengals. That's my number one game. I want to see that game. No bias.
You don't be locked in.
That game, bro. That game is about to be smash mouth football. Yeah. Almost like the Browns. Y'all was in the game until
I feel like the second quarter was a done.
Yeah. But this game, I feel they're gonna have more reps, all of that, and then injuries for what's the name again, the Ravens. Yeah. I'm like, dang, man, dang.
Yeah.
But then my next game after that one, I really want to see the Commanders and Broncos because I want to see Russell Wilson because they was this close this week. They were this close, and he put up decent numbers.
Yeah.
He
That
put up
offensive
decent numbers.
He didn't look like Russ not cooking. He looked like he might get back.
He was starting to chef something up.
That's a fact. Look,
was
comment
starting
section
to.
says Seattle didn't look good. Rams looked better. I mean, surprising. The Rams definitely look better.
What's that rookie name?
Puka.
The wide receiver?
Yeah.
Puka?
Yeah. The Rams
I'm going to just call him Pookie.
The Rams definitely looked better, but I mean, that was a divisional matchup. The divisional matchups is always going to be tough.
Different.
And Aaron Donald is back. So, you know, you got to take it for what it is. I think that
he was opening up so much for other people.
Yes.
Because they were double teaming him.
Yes.
Bro, I was like, dang.
Look, not gonna lie, that might be one of the games I look for is the Niners Rams.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be a good game.
Hey, Niners might sneaky can win them one. I mean, lose to the Rams. Yeah. Look, Stoner's Elite said Bengals 0-2. Look, it's very much possible, bro. Like when it comes to the Browns and the Ravens, bro. I said this last year. I said the Ravens got the best defense that the Bengals will play in the playoffs. People thought I was crazy when I said that.
And look what happened.
The Ravens was the best defense that they played in the entire playoffs last year. Only thing that I will say, speaking to that matchup, the safety injured. He's not going to be there. Marlon Humphreys, day to day, they don't know if he's going to be there. And already their secondary is not that good because their corners are like, come on, bro. So literally, they're literally surviving off of that defensive line and Roquan Smith being an elite linebacker. I got him as a dark horse MVP, not MVP, but defensive
player.
So I'm definitely not sleeping on them, but let's be honest, bro. The Ravens, even last week, they didn't look too good on offense, bro. They didn't look too good on offense, bro. So
don't forget JK's
that's why you didn't hear me say much last week.
Yeah, and JK is not there. He's out for the season. It looks like Lamar Jackson is gonna have to be the running back again.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the Bengals is gonna start 0-2, but we're playing at home. It's looking like we might come out here with a win, but it's still the Ravens. I got a lot of respect for them, so it can go either way.
If the Giants lose against the Cardinals, that's when I'm gonna hit panic mode. But I don't see that happening.
I understand.
I don't see that happening.
I understand.
I don't. First game season, I would prefer to lose a game like that in the beginning of the season than the middle of the season or something. And we're getting some players back. We're getting our guard back and stuff like that. So,
facts.
It's gonna. And I would, before we go off, our cornerback, the rookie.
Yeah.
He played Banks. He played great defense against the Cowboys.
Got the straps.
That man left his own man.
He got the straps. Y'all are in good hands. You are in good hands.
I was like, because the Giants defense overall did good that game. It's just
they were always it was always in bad field position and always on the field. $20 so much that you could do, bro.
Only so much.
$20 so much you can do.
But yeah, Banks, our pass rush is gonna get there. Is about to. Don't start nobody on the Cardinals if y'all got them on y'all fantasy. I just want to say that.
Look, Stone and Elite said neither did the Bengals. Look, I'm not. Listen, the Bengals didn't do good at all. The difference is, I mean, look, and it's not an excuse. This is just reality. Joe Burrow coming off an injury, didn't get any snaps or anything preseason. The guy's not going to come out looking good at all. That's on him. He should have been better prepared. But at the same time, you can still have two truths in the same statement. Don't worry. Don't flag your Ravens flag too high that it you can't see what's going on under you, right? But before we wrap this up, do anybody got any closing remarks? Anything that they want to add to the stream?
No.
Just all I gotta say is look out. A video will be dropping tomorrow.
Facts.
We're gonna be back on these solo videos and everything. So just keep a lookout. Keep a lookout.
1-1 Patriots coming up this week. 1-1.
That's all I like to hear, man. All right, man. Look, this has been the Super Bias Sports Show, a place where a fan can be a fan, no matter how biased your take is. You have B-Rob on the show, your boy Bonnet, Austin pulled up, NT time as well. We want to thank everybody for joining the stream. Good luck to your teams. this week. As Bonner said, you will see videos coming out this week. So make sure you guys tune into those. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications on. Because although some of you guys didn't get into the SBS Pick'em League, which we're over 12 people.
Boy,
So it's looking
I think it's good.
The competition is looking fierce.
Yeah.
I should have put up this week's result, but I will remember every week I will put up the result of the week on every Tuesday of that previous week so that everybody on the stream can be updated as far as what's going on. If you didn't know, we have a competition on this channel where all you got to do is pay $10 to get into the competition where you got a chance to win an NFL jersey, and 11 other guys are fighting for second place after I come in first. So I understand. I understand. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Deuces, y'all. Deuces.